Justin Scott and Spiegel. Yesterday, a memory shook loose a little bit. We were talking about eating, and for whatever reason, I started remembering. And, buddy, you know I love you. I'm going to see you this weekend. But my pal Pete does a bit when he eats, and he knows he does this because we pointed it out, where it can be kind of hard sometimes to watch him eat because when he has a fork full of food, or maybe a slice of pizza, or even he's about to guzzle a glizzy. He brings,
throat a glizzy.
He's about to
throat a glizzy.
Thank you. You're correct. He's about to throat a glizzy. And he brings the food to his mouth. He begins to breathe in and sounds exactly like a f***ing shop vac. The sound that comes out of him as he brings it to his lips is like...
Even maybe like soup or something, but even a hot dog?
Everything. If it is something that could fall... We've asked him, why do you do that? He's like, I just don't want it falling off.
What if you just have a hot dog in a bun? What's going to fall off of that?
I don't know. And he thinks his mouth has the same force as the pull of a black hole. Like if I put my here, I'm going to do this right now. Hey, Livewire, enjoy this. I'm going to put my lips to this table, and I'm going to see if I can suck this piece of paper up onto my lips an inch from it. Here we go. I'm getting nothing. It's not even moving. But
he's not catching any crumbs or anything.
No, there's not like when some small starship is trying to escape the tractor beam of a Star Destroyer. No, that crumb of cereal is going to get away. And I was thinking about what are some of the odd or gnarly eating habits you might have, others might have. I was also reminded of my grandfather who
this is a good one.
Would saw through food. Oh, my God, I'm getting the willies thinking about it. He would saw through food, serrated knife, into a porcelain plate to where the food had long since been cut. But he needed to see to it that chicken was now in two pieces and would just begin.
The screeching of the silverware.
Oh, yes. The sound of a knife on a plate. Hold on. It might sound like this. This is him. Trigger warning. That's him cutting his food. That is him cutting his food. I mean, all of my grandmother's plates, my sweet grandmother Patricia, they were all, it looked like Edward Scissorhands had put them away after attempting to dry them alongside Kruger washing them. Did anybody in your family, Scott, Josh, have any type of eating habits that were just, oh my God, I can't watch you do that?
No, I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anybody that really did anything too egregious or annoying.
Yeah, everybody in my family has disgusting eating habits, except me.
Well, we want to talk to you.
I've watched you eat. Get out of here.
I saw you take a bite of a paper plate once.
No, they, slurping soup, chewing with the mouth open.
Mouth open, yeah.
If the mouth open's a big one. I'm getting a ton of chew with the mouth open, which I will on occasion excuse if you have something going on with your sinuses. Like if you cannot breathe, is my voice cracks like I'm 11. You maybe get a temporary pass, but if you're not going through allergies, close your damn mouth. 410-338-1098. Call us. Do you have one? Your family, friends, coworker has one? What is that gross eating habit of theirs? After Bob. 410-338-1098. You got anybody in your family, friend, coworker, whoever, that has a gross eating habit? My grandfather used to saw through his plates trying to cut a piece of chicken or even a carrot. God, he just definitely did not want that food to continue to be connected. And I love my stepson, but he just is not into cutting his chicken, so he just stabs it with a fork and then begins to eat it like a corn dog. An entire chicken breast, balanced right on the tip of his fork, and then just sorts of nibbles around the edges. I also recalled that I was once corrected by someone here. Let me get rid of this song here, and we'll just get right into the damn thing. I used to slurp my water. Thanks, Pat. Brother checked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've slurped water until it was pointed out that I did that, and I've tried to get better. I now pour it into my mouth. So now I drink like this. What I used to do was
I do remember that. Who called you out on that? Did I call you out?
I think you did. I think my brother did. I think Gordon did. I think an ex-girlfriend did. Yes, that was my gross eating, drinking habit. I used to slurp the water into my mouth instead of pouring it like a human.
Slurping. What drives me crazy is slurping, and then after the person swallows, they go,
Yeah, it's when the whole process becomes too audible.
It becomes
like,
a performance.
Okay. Yes.
Even though that first sip of an ice-cold Bud Light in August out of a can, I am doing a routine. Oh, yeah, that's it right there. So we ask you, 410-338-1098, gross eating habits. Who do you know? A lot of mouth chewing. A lot of chewing with the mouth open.
I'm just, the texts are flying in. In terms of your stepson, I'm guilty of the just stabbing a big hunk of chicken and then nibbling. Sometimes it's just easier.
Would you do that, though, at a dining room table with others? If you're sitting there, the plate's in front of you, you're watching The Alpinist, whatever. But if you went to dinner with various people, is a grown-ass Scotty lancing that thing and bringing the whole chicken breast to his mouth? Probably not. Damn it, there was another one that came...
Oh, this is a big one. We're getting a lot of the ones where people, as the food is approaching the mouth, they stick their tongue out way too far.
What?
Like, they just don't put the food into the mouth. As the food is, like, going in, the tongue comes out to meet the food.
Oh, like it's almost like they're making, like, a runway for it?
Getting a lot of that.
The aunt that I referenced earlier, who she's never met a Subaru Forester she didn't love. This walk and coexist bumper sticker, she's super into, well, you do realize that in India, a belch is a compliment. You're in Chevy Chase, Maryland right now with us. You ain't in Pakistan. You're not in India. Okay, you're not in Mumbai right now. You're in a P.F. Chang's with us. You didn't need to rip off that belch. It's considered a compliment in some cultures. Well, you're in Montgomery County right now. You don't need to slurp your ramen. We were talking ramen yesterday for a second. I've seen her. God, she wears a lot of frocks. I need to start talking about her more. A lot of frocks. Will slurp noodles into her mouth. Because that's, I guess, how they do it with ramen and noodles.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's like, okay.
They bring the bowl up to them.
Yes.
Or they go, like, they meet the bowl halfway and they put their mouth right next to it and they go.
It's like, okay, that's great in Tokyo. We're in Lexington Park right now, and all of us want to puke as that broth splashes everywhere. All right, we get it. You have a filled-out passport.
Somebody was saying that their coworker, as they're chewing, they hum. They do like the...
Eat myself a little bit of jerky.
Well, it's not like a song. They just do like the... You ever have someone like...
I have probably done that, where I'm... Like, if I'm getting down on, like, a Jimmy's Crab Cake or something, one of those porterhouses Minidakis whips up, I have been known to have a little bit of a I might bust sound coming out of me going, like it's a performance. Josh, you alluded to quietly earlier, you aside, the rest of your family, whether it be at a barbecue restaurant you go to, shout out Dougie's, or some of the times that they've had dinner at your place, they have some gross eating habits?
Yeah, it's chewing with their mouths open, slurping, soup. Those are the big ones. Yeah, it's gone on since I was a child. It's disgusting.
I've told you guys.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say the old man, my dad, who loves to clank the spoon at the bottom of the pot that he eats the soup out of, to where we had Teflon pots in our house, but almost all the Teflon pots were missing the Teflon at the bottom from where my father would scrape the soup out, and then he'd clang the spoon into the bowl or the pot to show that he was done. So all of our pots and pans were like ruined because he liked to eat out of them. He would take a piping hot pot or a skillet and then would place it on like a big kitchen towel, and he'd eat straight out of it. And he would scrape that thing clean to where he got it so clean. you almost didn't need to wash it. You could just put it away. And I'm like, Dad, you're eating Teflon, man. I'm looking at that. There's Teflon missing. That's in you.
That's all good. Something's got to kill us. What about this? There's a little wrinkle to it. My old friend's parents are deaf, and they would chew their food so loud that I couldn't eat with them. It sounded like a bunch of cows. The sucking and the slurping was so loud I wanted to vomit.
Oh,
yeah, because they're not self-aware of it because they can't hear it themselves.
They get a pass on that. That's just one you just got to compartmentalize. You got to take an L on that dinner. Oh, we got calls. Let's go to Mark. What's up, Mark?
Hey, guys. How you doing this morning?
What's up?
Hey.
So my dad, may rest in peace, used to drive my daughter nuts with the combination slurp and heavy breathing to the point where we would just purposely have soup with dinner when she was there to drive her nuts. But he would do one of those.
Just slurp it. You just slurp it into his mouth. Like, you can place the spoon in your mouth, close your lips, and pull the spoon out. But he had to, vacuum it into his mouth?
He would slurp it off the spoon.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, I have trouble listening to people eat cereal sometimes where they'll kind of like slurp spoon it into their mouth. Well, look at who we have here. It has been a hot minute. It's Anderson from Brazil.
You guys are awesome. I miss you guys so much. How are you guys?
Anderson from Brazil. What's up, pal?
Well, I miss you guys. I love you guys.
We miss you,
I have
Anderson.
a good one. I grew up with my mom trying to make me eat nice. I never could. But she passed away. And me and my sister used to eat like a monkeys, right? My stepmom comes in the scene. My dad gets married again. I'm like 12 years old. And she trying to make us eat nice every day. One night, we got hit with a blackout, and I gobbled that food. I put everything in my hand, I put it in my mouth, and suddenly the light comes back again, and they like, how did you finish eating? And you didn't hurt anything. Like, oh well, I didn't touch the plate with the fork and knife. I just eat nice.
You went straight in with your. You said like eat like a monkey. Are you talking like you went fingers into food?
Yes, full hand, but it was a blackout. No one saw it. When it came out, the light came back on.
It's dark. I can go for it.
That is hilarious. Anderson, good hearing from you, dude.